What's up, guys? I know that I have not made a video in a long time, at least 5 or 6 months. I've been trying to figure out what direction I want to take this channel, and if I want to even get into activism or anything like that, or what I wanted to actually cover or do with this channel. I'm kind of still in the process of doing that, so I think it's been an interesting 6 months, that's for sure. There's been just a lot going on in the news, a lot of different subjects that I'm passionate about, but I just haven't really decided yet what direction I want to go. One of the things really quickly that I was going to bring up is to hold government accountable, and that is by going into your local municipalities, your local cities and towns, and requesting information, requesting public information, even if it's something that you find to be insignificant or silly, like a roadworks project or something. Recently, I was annoyed by a particular city near where I live, and I have really not gotten a lot of a cooperation from my employees, my city employees, because nobody wants to give me information. It's like, no, we can't talk about contracts, even though the city manager is responsible for contracts of any sort of work that's done in the city. But it's been interesting. I would encourage you guys to start getting involved. I have been the last several months, trying different avenues of activism, trying to go and get information from my local government. And it is anybody who has requested information, anybody who has tried to get, especially from the police, that they throw up an automatic barrier. They don't want to give you information. It's like, no, we don't want to be transparent. Nah, I mean, they're on the one side of their face, they'll tell you they want to be transparent, but they really don't, and they have no desire to be transparent. So you have to pick your battles. You have to pick what it is that you're going to be most passionate about, and really focus on there. And for me, as I have been thinking and praying about it these last 6 months or so, I really have come to determine really the two things I'm most passionate about. One is ending abortion and murder, and murder of babies in this country. That's what I'm most passionate about. That's like number one. Number two is I am quite passionate about abolishing the police force in this country. I never realized, I always knew, even from when I was a kid, and there was an instance, there was something that happened when I was with my dad one time when he was working on his paper route, right? And I'll never forget it because it was traumatizing to me at the time, and it made me fear police in the wrong way. Like, I was afraid that they were going to kill me or throw me in jail, which really nothing has changed about that. Only my perception of what was going on has really changed, and now I know what was going on. But basically, a cop was harassing my dad at a gas station and it was for no reason. And he threatened my dad, and then he threatened me that he was going to arrest my dad. I mean, there was a lot of garbage that was going on that night, and I gotta tell you, I learned then, you don't trust police. You don't call them. You don't trust them. There is nothing that you need the police for that you can't handle yourself. And if you can't handle it, ask your neighbor. You know, I am done with the police in this country. The police force in America now is a standing army. If you don't believe that, why don't you go down to your local precinct and find out all of the fancy military style weaponry that they have. Full automatic rifles. They've got breach vehicles. They've got military style vehicles. Yeah, they're a military. There's in some places, the police are better equipped than the National Guard. Explain that to me. Police need to be going away. Gone. There's no need for them. We're supposed to be responsible for our own safety and our own conduct as the people of this country. And I do not see any reason for the police to exist. They need to be gone. They don't prevent crime. They don't prevent anything from happening to you. They merely take the information and the report. Because I know one thing, they've never found or returned any of my stolen property. That's never happened. So, you know what? Those are the two things I'm most passionate about. I'm trying to see how I can use those things and focus on either one or the other. And then I make more content for this channel, because I know that there is coming an implosion of sorts, and I don't know if you could call it another civil war, but I can tell you that it's us versus the cops. That's the way it is. There is no gray area. No, none. There is no, oh, you know, Officer so-and-so is such a great guy. Not when you see videos that I've seen. Not when you've done research like I've done. Not when you look into what happened in Houston, Texas, and the case where those guys, the two cops, the one cop lied on an affidavit, right? So he lied, and it ended up in two people being murdered in their home because they breached the house and they killed the people. They murdered them. Outright murder. Now, after looking into that whole situation and seeing some news reports on it, there's something else that's going on there. There's something way more nefarious than just murdering two people. No, something else happened. Something else went down. We just don't know what it is yet, but I can guarantee, this is what I know. The police protect their own. They tell you, oh, well, if you have a problem, go and complain. Submit a complaint against the officer. What happens then? They investigate their own. And they always find, oh, no wrongdoing. No wrongdoing. We investigated ourselves and we found that we did nothing wrong. Yeah. That needs to stop. That needs to be changed or eliminated. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of make an update video, and hopefully there'll be more videos to come. And either way, comments are welcome, and I'm going to try to keep these videos under 10 minutes. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again soon, hopefully.